McLaren M4/1. The McLaren M4/1, initially known as the M4, it was used during the 1981, 1982, and 1983 seasons. It was the first Formula One car to use a monocoque chassis wholly manufactured from carbon fiber composite, a concept which is now ubiquitous. The chassis was designed by John Barnard, Steve Nichols and Alan Jenkins, with the car being powered by a Cosworth DFY engine. The M4 was the first car to be built following the merger of the McLaren team and Ron Dennis Project 4 Formula 2 team. Its designation was short for Marlboro Project 4. Design and construction. The main engineer for the M4 was John Barnard, who began drawing the car in late 1979. After a visit to the Rolls-Royce factory where he saw engineers working with carbon fiber technology on the Rolls-Royce RB211 jet engine, Barnard saw the potential of this technology and convinced Ron Dennis to fund the design and build of a whole new car out of this new bodywork material. The chassis itself was built by McLaren using carbon supplied by American firm Hercules Aerospace in Salt Lake City on the advice of McLaren engineer and former Hercules apprentice Steve Nichols, and quickly revolutionized car design in Formula One with new levels of rigidity and driver protection and its carbon fiber composite CFC construction. Dennis and Barnard took Nichols' advice after being rejected by multiple British firms due to the ambitiousness of this method of chassis construction. Within months and subsequent years, carbon fiber started being used by all of McLaren's rivals. The car was far more advanced than any of McLaren's previous cars, including its predecessor, the M29 and M30, and its design and construction was of a far more precise nature. From 1981 until late 1983, the M4/1 was powered by the 3.0-liter Ford Cosworth DFY V8 engine. But in late 1983, the team switched to turbocharging using a 1.5-liter TAG V6 engine built by Porsche. In both 1981 and 1982, McLaren International benefited from the exclusive use of a development Nichols and McLaren Cosworth DFY, which powered the M4. Developed and rebuilt in John Nicholson's Colnbrook workshops, an agreement with McLaren going back to the mid-1970s. The Nicholson DFY featured bigger pistons and valves than a conventional factory. The Nicholson DFY also used different castings to reduce frictional losses, as well as using Mull pistons rather than Cosworth's in-house piston/con rods. Hercules Aerospace keeps John Watson's car, which was destroyed in the 1981 Italian Grand Prix, and shows it off to visitors after allowing them racing. John Watson and Andrea de Cesaris drove the M4/1 for most of the 1981 season, with Niki Lauda replacing de Cesaris for the 1982 and 1983 seasons. In 1982, the updated M4B nearly brought Watson to the World Championship, but he finished third behind Keke Rosberg and Didier Pironi with 39 points. In the same year, however, it did take second in the Constructors' Championship, collecting 69 points. For the 1983 season, the car was then updated into the M4/1C, and the season started with a 1-2 finish for the M4/1C at round 2 in Long Beach, in which Watson won from 22nd on the grid. The farthest back on the grid a driver has won from in Formula One, and Lauda finished second from 23rd despite suffering from a worse. This car was used throughout most of the season, but against the more powerful turbos of Renault, Ferrari and BMW, results with the outdated Cosworth V8 were becoming harder to come by, though Watson did finish third at the Detroit Grand Prix and the final race for the Cosworth car in Holland. During the 1983 season, McLaren worked with Techniques d'Avant-Garde and Porsche to develop a turbocharged V6 engine built to John Barnard's specifications, and the M4/1D was the test mule. Later in the season, at the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort, the Cosworth-powered M4/1C was replaced by the TAG-powered M4/1E, which was essentially also a test mule. that competed in only 4 races, according to Watson in an interview given in 2009. This was a car that was forced into appearing at the Dutch Grand Prix. He went to Marlboro executive Alierdo Buzzi, the man responsible for giving McLaren their primary sponsorship money, behind the back of the McLaren team, and complained extensively to Buzzi about the uncompetitiveness of the team without a turbo engine. Buzzi then withheld money that had been committed to McLaren to develop the TAG/Porsche turbo engine. This infuriated Dennis and designer John Barnard, who had designed the M4/2 specifically for the new turbocharged engine, but now had to redesign his M4/1 to E-spec for the TAG engine. The M4/1E was first driven by Watson, not Lauda, at the Porsche Proving Ground. It was competitive, but the new engine was, thanks to Lauda's political maneuvering, underdeveloped and had teething troubles. This made the car very unreliable, and it did not win any races. However, this car was not really expected to win or even finish races. In total, the M4/1 brought McLaren 6 wins, 11 other podium finishes, and a total of 131 points. BBC commentator Murray Walker drove the M4/1C at Silverstone in 1983. The M4B, listed as the M4/1B, is available as a classic car in the video game Phone 2019. Complete Formula One World Championship results. Key results in bold indicate pole position. Results in italics indicate fastest lap.